Oh, travelers, this is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Our final, shining birthday. Blowing out the candles to the great, big, shining god in the sky. Oh, how exciting. I can't wait to see how they perform this ritual. They've all done so well to work together. They've been really good dealing with the townsfolk. They have been just spreading the word of the shining god in such a polite and kind way. I too go to community centers and point swords at people's faces, asking them if they would love to praise our shining god. Remember, the larger your sword, the closer you are to God. I'm sure you're all excited to hop into this and see what is happening next with these lovely, shining members of our congregation. And we are excited too. Just remember, travelers, if you want some of those good Battle Bard sounds, show up to the back door of the Battle Bards College. We will take out a crate full of sounds. That's right, we have put sounds into this crate. So then all you have to do is take this to the lobby, smash it, and listen to the cacophony of sounds rupture everyone's eardrums as it rips through the tiny building you're standing in. And while your ears bleed and you smile wide, you can know that the Shining God is so proud of you for getting songs from BattleBots.com. Alright, travelers, our members are ready to hatch an egg. Let's see how they get the final ingredients. So join us as the Critical Bits cast presents The Shining Birthday, Part 2. Alright, so you guys are still in the water. You're underwater right now, and you're all looking still a little bit rough. There's still a bit of the acid that's floating around in here. And one thing that you can actually notice is that while you're underwater here in this beautiful, like a coral cove, pretty much, you see that there's actually some moss that's growing along the sides of the walls and has this bioluminescence that just lights up this area, and you see it leads further down into a tunnel that goes on for a ways.
First thing I'm gonna do is I look to Clark, and I ask if it's okay if I use some of the Lord's light to heal myself.
And that's all in bubble speech.
Yeah, so I'm pointing to myself and I'm taking my hands and putting them on my chest and then giving a shrug motion.
Clark pretends to consult with the Shining God. His eyes shine and he looks reluctant, but he thinks about it and he doesn't want you to die or whatever, so he nods very sagely underwater.
I give a little thank you, praise, head bow, and then I'm gonna lay on hands in front of myself to heal 15 damage.
So you feel the beautiful, warm, shining light coat your body, and you are no longer losing a ton of blood into this water. The two of you that are outside this well, you see there was a soft, gentle, shining glow, and you recognize that Cyrus, he tends to get into a lot of fights and tend to get messed up from those fights, and he must have used his powers to heal himself.
Hey, Bardo, why'd you scare away all those townsfolk that could have seen that their priest died? Ha! We picked the right one! Sucker! Oh my god.
Certainly we did. But it's probably best that we not have to explain that to them ourselves right now, because we're also stealing his book.
Oh, but come on! Like, the Shining God clearly killed that guy because he couldn't... Oh my god, I can't believe it! Oh my Shining God, this guy's so dumb right now! Oh, is Cyrus bleeding? Oh, Cyrus is bleeding out again.
Oh, Cyrus is always bleeding out.
Just like, that's Cyrus blood right there. Y'all looking in the water. It's clearly Cyrus blood.
Yeah.
That's definitely Cyrus blood for sure.
Yeah, you can tell the way the light reflects off of it.
As Sunshine's voice echoes throughout this small, empty town in the middle of the night.
I mean, we should tell him later, though, right? Because, like, I mean, Talos... Why do they go for Talos? Talos is, like, the shittiest one.
He's all drowny. All they ever say is he
know.
drowns their sailors.
No positivity at all. But, I don't know, maybe they're just afraid. Like, why would you be afraid of your god? Like, whatever. Should we, like, go... should we go, like, help Cyrus?
Are you guys coming up? Or should we come down there? What are we doing?
Can I hear him?
You can kind of hear echoing coming up from above, but you can't quite make out what the words are.
I'll surface and look up.
You can clearly hear Sunshine's voice just echoing down.
I surface and I look up. I'm like, hey, there's like a tunnel down here. There's like a thing.
Descriptive as always.
There's.
Well, quite the scholar.
Well, excuse me. I haven't been in it yet because I've been waiting for you.
Oh, well, okay. Well, then we're doing this. Okay, cool.
What does the Shining God say?
My eyes.
Bardo kind of like makes like a shrugs and like gesture, like makes eyebrows at you. Like, come on, say something.
My eyes glow. And I say, the Shining God commands us to explore the tunnel. And then I go back underwater.
All right, that sounds great. And I hop in.
Are you using the rope, or are you
Nope.
just gonna... Okay, make an athletics.
Nope. Why would you use that?
Use the rope, you set up.
Rolled 14.
Alright, you're okay.
Yay!
You're small enough that you just kind of sail through there and splash into the water. And what about you, Bardo?
Bardo uses the rope.
It's not a massive well, so you're able to just push your back against it while you're holding onto this rope that is not moving at all, and you just shimmy your way down to the water.
Did I do that?
So you make your way into this water, and you can see all the dead sirens, the chunks floating around. You actually see the dead priest. He's just kind of starting to sink. Looks like stuff on him's weighing him down. And you see all the bioluminescence lighting up this area. It's actually quite a big place, around 40, 50 feet in diameter. The coral here is very brightly colored. There is skeletons that litter the bottom. You see some fish, some animals, and some are definitely humanoid. You also see a tunnel that's going further off.
Can I try to grab one of the skulls just to have?
Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah, thanks. Adding it to my inventory.
I want to search the priest's body for other stuff.
So you swim down there, you start rifling through the priest's belongings. You find there's a few unmarked potions. There is some scriptures of Talos that's written on kelp. You find that he's wearing just a breastplate of some armor, and that's what's really weighing him down.
I don't take the Talos book. That's a false god. But I do take the potions, and I give them to Cyrus, because I don't know what they do.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Do you want me to drink them right now?
No. I shake my head. Or I shrug, I don't really care. I don't know what they do. So, can we investigate them, or try to do some other kind of check on the potions?
Yeah, you could do an Arcana check.
17.
You're not entirely sure because you can't really open them up, taste them, smell them. But from what you're gathering, these look to be some sort of enchantment-based potion.
Oh, cool. I still give them to Cyrus if I don't 100% know what they do. He's been a guinea pig for a lot of stuff.
Listen, I just like drinking for the Lord.
Is there anything that Cyrus doesn't like doing?
As long as it's for the Lord.
Okay, that's good to know.
That's all I want. All I want to do. You know, there's some things I like doing not for the Lord, but, you know, it's also for the Lord when I do anything, so. A little loophole I don't tell you about.
All right, so you're all just drifting about in this siren water. Anything you all want to do?
Yeah, I'll pop my head up so I can actually speak, and I'll ask Clark if the Shining God, do they say that we should explore the tunnel, or do we need to go back up and get that milk, or what do we need to do? Because right now we also still need to find a.
It doesn't feel like there's gonna be a pine tree branch down there. Yeah.
Deep underwater.
The monster that came out of the well and killed the kids, we can assume is related to our god, right? So I wanted to investigate further about that.
Yeah, night gaunts are actually employed by the church quite a bit, and they're very obedient to any members. They have been known to be easy summons for people to do, so they use them often as messengers. And one weird thing that's known about them is that they enjoy tickling people to death.
Oh, God. No. No.
Yeah, it's real
Oh,
messed.
no.
It's really weird.
I want to kick shame
Yeah, that's
them.
not something I made
Fuck,
up. That's in
no.
the messed up lore.
No, sunshine.
Really? No,
Sunshine
pass.
is normal.
Like
Our god is normal.
Wizards of the Coast, like D&D lore?
No, like the stuff the horrible Lovecraft
Oh, of
made.
course,
Lovecraft lore?
Lovecraftian.
Well, fuck
yeah.
Lovecraft. Damn.
This is like, yeah, and this one tickles people to death.
Yeah, an absolutely horrible human.
And this one has views that it's not accepted by their family, but they're right.
Oh, I hate Lovecraft so much.
Pretty garbage human being.
What Clark wants to do is see if the egg is down here, or if we can communicate with the Night Gaunt,
For sure.
since we're already here.
Well, you know they killed the Night Gaunt.
You what? Oh, they killed it?
Yeah.
Oh. I still want to look.
But you do know that this is the well that they came out of when the two were doing a summoning.
Yeah, so let's go down this tunnel. See if the egg is here, because we know the egg is in town. We just don't know where, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
right.
say let's go down. I can lead the way.
Yes.
So as you start swimming along, you go into this tunnel. And there are tiny little tunnels that branch off every now and then. But Clark, you know, it's just intuition. You know that there is a way that you need to follow, and so you just keep going along this main tunnel. You don't know how you know, but it's just kind of like a gut feeling. And as you're going along, there's actually murals along the left-hand side and right-hand side. On one side, you see this beautiful golden six-winged bird, and everybody seems to be worshiping it and praising it. It's performing miracles, healing the land, and everybody just seems to be happy around it while it has this beautiful shine around it. But on the other side, there seems to be a skeletal monstrosity. It looks like a skeleton of this bird. It has tentacles that are like flowing through it, keeping it together. It looks like its flesh is rotting off and falling down into the ground, and the dead are actually walking out of it. And while you're going through these tunnels, in the beginning these pictures were pretty primitive while you're going, but they kept getting more and more advanced and detailed, and strangely more modern. And right as you get near the end of all this, the pictures are still very old, but it seems like there's a lot of modern things in them that don't belong. And as this tunnel arcs upward, you finally reach the water into this pitch black cavern. And I need to know, who has dark vision?
Me.
Me.
I don't, but I have the light cantrip.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
My holy symbol.
Well, you hold on to this holy symbol. The teeth gleam like this white light, while the rest of it has like this sickly yellow. And as this light spills into this area, you see a 40-foot tall egg.
Yes!
There's cobwebs and rocks around it, and you can almost hear this heartbeat. And as you start getting out of the water, it gets louder.
Ooh, yeah. I get out of the water and I just pray, kneel, whatever that thing's called.
Pray, Neil.
I do my little pray kneel, as is the traditional pray kneel that Clark showed me.
Yeah, he's basically doing the kneeling that knights do because it looked real fancy.
Yeah.
Sunshine is like frothing and scrambling and trying to get as close to it as possible.
It looks beautiful and massive, and the light actually reflects off it, which gives it like this shine. And it just rocks slightly back and forth.
So we know that if we don't complete the ritual in time, the egg will spoil?
Yeah.
Can we assume that the sort of like dark skeleton version of in the murals, is that the spoiled version, or is the spoiled version the other one for our purposes?
You're not sure. You weren't exactly told.
Okay. Because I know, there is a certain darkness to the Shining God.
Definitely. A lot of people have died in the name of the Lord.
We don't like to call it darkness.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. They just didn't love the Lord enough. If you love the Lord, you won't die. And that's what I tell everybody whenever they stand judgment in front of me.
That's true. You gotta have faith.
So what would you all like to do?
Just to learn a little bit more about the egg, I'd like to cast Detect Magic.
It is blinding in here.
Is the 40-foot tall egg magic?
Well, I want to know what school of magic. I want to know more about it.
It is nauseating while you're looking around. There is so much magic in the room. It looks like there's a lot of magic on the walls to help keep in the sound and protect this place from caving in. And on the egg, you see heavy amounts of magic that look like conjuration and transmutation are just radiating off of this thing.
I tell everybody that. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I nod my head like I understand, but you all know I have no fucking clue what you're saying. So I guess when we came into town, did we see, was there any like pine trees? Because we do need.
Yeah, it's a fairly northern settlement, so there's a lot of pine trees in the area, and there's a lot of like woods that surround this town outside.
All right, perfect. So all we need to do is figure out the other ingredients. So we need to go talk to Holly Jolly and Jolly Holly to see if they know the final ingredient. Because if this thing's shaking, it's probably ready to be birthed. I'm gonna be honest. I don't mean to speak out of turn, but I'm pretty excited to meet our god. And because it's still like not fully morning yet, because this was like midnight, or not like midnight, but like closer.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah, so it's up to y'all if you want to go back to bed, but I'm too pumped to.
Yes. Yes. That's true. We don't know the final ingredient.
Yeah, so I'm too pumped to try to go back to sleep. I'd love to go talk to Holly Jolly and Jolly Holly.
Real fast, it's like I have a kiss mark burned into my forehead, right?
Oh yeah.
We haven't really paused and talked about it.
Yeah, it's been pretty chaotic, but all of you do see this burned-in kiss mark on Clark's forehead.
Yeah, I would not have said anything about it because I know that I've already got in trouble for requesting and asking questions for not being told to, so.
Clark, what's on your head?
I do thaumaturgy and my eyes light up and I describe my dream where the Shining God or like a representative of the Shining God kissed my forehead. And I ask if anyone else has had any prophetic dreams or any kind of unusual dreams in the night.
No.
Yeah, I look at I look and say a dog was finally nice to me.
That's so sad.
Clark doesn't respond to that.
Sunshine's just kind of like looking around frantically. I also want to. So Clark said that the egg was like conjuration as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does it seem like at all like could I like investigate or like I feel like insight isn't the right way, but just kind of like see like what I sense if this isn't some sort of like illusion, like if this is the real deal. Again, like it feels very real to Sunshine, but like with the like description, hey, does this seem like the right thing?
Yeah, I'd say that'd be an Arcana check.
22.
Damn. Yeah. This is real. This is the real deal right here.
Sunshine's smart.
And this is a lot of energy that's coming from this egg. You can tell there are tons upon tons of miniature spells that are going off constantly inside this egg. Whatever creature is inside there, it is more complex than you could even fathom.
Everyone, this is it. This is it. This is what we're here for. We have to hatch it. We have to hatch it.
I know. We have to go. Let's go back and get a pine branch. Should we do the thing here? Because this seemed like a reasonable place to do the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that well is too narrow to get this 40-foot tall egg out of.
So we should do the ritual here at the egg.
Yeah.
Or is that... Can I see the book?
See, that's the thing. Whenever I jumped in the water, I could tell it was shining, and that led me to the shining god, and so this is their divine will to be birthed here.
Can I see the book? The text of rituals, the Clark?
I open it. Let's all look at it. I don't want to hand it over to you. I'm like weirdly protective of it, but I open it up. How many of y'all are literate and can read?
I look at it, and I'm very clearly looking at it from upside down, and I'm gesturing like I can read it. I can't. I'm very illiterate.
Sunshine can definitely read it.
I kind of kneel down just a little bit so Sunshine can also read, and I open it up. And Bardo, like, let's all look at it.
Yes. It should have some of the details we'd need for this, right?
Is there like a bookmarked page?
Like, we aren't just supposed to have the book in with us, and that's it.
So flipping through this book, it's actually really well laid out. They have a table of contents, everything's just been indexed. It's really nice. And you go through just so many useless rituals, like how to grow hair on the bottom of your feet. Or do you want to be able to smell the multiverse? Or, maybe you want to change the color in your duvet. You only have to kill 3 people to do it.
Ooh.
And you finally make it to the part where it says, so, you want to birth an outer god.
Oh.
Imagine having this book just on your in your bathroom or somewhere just forever and never really thinking about birthing an elder god.
I didn't think it would be under the S's.
Just always kind of skip that chapter,
No, I mostly have it for the recipes.
So you're finally combing through this ritual, and it seems pretty straightforward. Like, try to be as close as you can to the egg. A little bit of distance is okay. Do not use soy milk. For some reason, we have found that soy milk is incredibly difficult to use for rituals that involve anything from the far realm. Really, anything soy-based is bad. And then you get to the next part, like talks about needing the fresh pine tree branch. You get to the last one where it says what is required is a heart filled with sorrow. And there's a little marker beside it with different writing saying literal or figurative.
Well, how could it be literally full of sorrow a concept? Maybe it means sparrow.
Yeah, just shove it in there.
We have to get a heart full of sparrows. No, that seems wrong.
So we need a heart full of sorrow. So we need somebody. We either need a sad person's heart, or we need a heart with a sparrow in it.
It could go either way.
Now, does this ritual say anything about having too many extra ingredients? Because there's a couple of hearts that are just laying back there in the pool. We could just throw a couple up here and see if that makes it do.
I am going to speak out very, very strongly against doing the ritual wrong.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Does it say that, what happens if we...
Just as someone with like a very basic but competent level of magical understanding, let's not do it intentionally wrong.
What happens if we have, too many extra... I'm not saying intentionally, but I'm saying we could just hedge our bets and have a couple of hearts.
Yeah, the amount of hearts. Like, it says a heart full of sorrow, but if we have, like, one heart full of sorrow and then one that was full of joy that, like, wanted to be here, like... Does Sunshine have enough of an understanding of like magical like rituals or anything to know like if? 'Cause I'm all about trying as many hearts as we can get.
Yeah, you definitely know you can overcharge a spell and bad things can happen.
Ruh-roh.
But it's never a bad thing to have extra ingredients on hand.
Yeah, because I'll say this, because as we all know, I was in the Great War, and the one thing that definitely makes people very sorrow-filled is killing everybody they know. I saw a lot of people really sad when I did that. So if we killed everyone in this town except for one person, granted, it's not murder because it's for the Lord. So if we kill everybody for the Lord except for one person, they would have a very sorrowful heart, and then we could guarantee that it's got, a lot of juice for the Lord, and that's what we need. Like a juicy heart.
What about one of the parents whose children just died?
Ooh, we could kill the other one too, so it's double, so it's a little insurance.
Even more full of sorrow.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So I just look to Clark and I hold up my sword and go, do you want me to go kill one of them and bring the other one?
We should probably talk to the Holly Jolly and Jolly Holly to see if they know more specifics of the rituals to make sure we don't get it wrong. But I feel like either parent would work if they just lost a child. Assuming that they love their child, which most people do, they'd be very sad regardless of whether we killed their spouse or not, right?
I would say they'll be extra sad. You need it to be full of it. And like I said,
That's true.
One thing I learned in war is if someone has a partner, you should kill them in front of the other one.
We have to find the saddest one.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. You guys are gonna laugh at this. So I had a dream that I had to sacrifice somebody, and I was absolutely gonna sacrifice one of you guys. Oh man.
Was this for the Lord?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hold my own sword up to my throat and say, okay.
Hold on.
Cyrus, see, that's what's so embarrassing is that I didn't know it had to be full of sorrow. Like you were glad to give your life for the Lord. So,
Oh, I feel really bad now that I can't do it for the Lord. But if I did it for the Lord, that would then make me happy. So the sorrow would. Okay, I got an idea. I think me and Sunshine should be on sad parent duty, and then the other two of you go talk to Holly Jolly and Jolly Holly to double check, and also pick up some milk, and then someone just grab a tree branch.
Sunshine, when I asked you if you'd had any dreams, you said no. Any prophetic dreams?
Yeah, I was lying because I was gonna sacrifice you.
You were gonna sacrifice me?
Because I thought Cyrus would be too easy. I thought it was kind of a trick. I was probably gonna go you first, then Bardo, then Cyrus, because I knew Cyrus was gonna do it anyways.
I cast Thaumaturgy and I scream, "How dare you!" in a booming voice, super pissed.
Can you roll to intimidate? Just to see how. I got a 3, so you're probably gonna intimidate.
It's very easy to intimidate goblins.
It is.
Oh, well, I got a 4, luckily.
Short. You're just taller than her.
Hold on, what's
That's
your
it.
modifier?
Yeah, I'll say this. I'm very intimidated. I am apologizing profusely.
How dare you lie to a vessel of the shining god!
Like I said, just booming, thunderous in the cavern.
I hold my sword to Sunshine's neck and I look to Clark for approval.
I shake my head, no, and then I kind of call off how dramatic it is because I'm getting Cyrus too revved up to kill people with it.
Sunshine spits and snarls, but in a way that the wolves, the wolf who just lost the fight. You know how the wolf who just lost the fight growls and or whatever.
And I want to point out when Cyrus gets spit in his face, you can tell if people spit on him so much that he's just used to it. He didn't even flinch.
God.
Kind of makes everyone else a little sad.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bardo?
Cyrus, you gotta have some self-respect. Jeez.
I approve of us going from here to go get the rest of the things we need before the egg spoils, because I'm not into that. But I do want to know what your pitch is going to be to the grieving widow. Or are you just going to kidnap him?
Oh, kidnap.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not we have to sacrifice them, right?
No, I'm full. I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't going to be a debacle like last time when you asked them to be human sacrifices and it didn't.
Well, yeah, because Clark said to do it nicely, and Sunshine and I, we like to follow orders like the Lord wants.
I mean, like, you'd think, like, the shine, it's a good pitch. Yeah. I mean, Talos clearly is a lesser god. Yeah. Like, why wouldn't they want to be part of a greater purpose?
Oh, they're just sacrificing themselves to Talos anyway.
Yeah, well, also because, normally we ask people because, plenty of people want to serve the Lord. Like, look at me. I would, if I could kill myself with a sad heart, I would do it. But me killing myself would make me too happy.
It's a catch-22.
Yeah, so, I mean...
You just can't win, can you?
Yeah, you can't win. So that's the thing. We need them to be... So we're not going to ask them. We're going to kind of tell them. I guess we could also, to really make sure that they're especially sorrowful, we can talk about their dead kids to them first.
I mean, like, will they... So I don't want fear to taint the sorrow, Like, I want them to, like, maybe, like, at the end, like, we could bring them both down here, maybe, and then kill one in front of them and then kill them.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, double sorrow?
Should we talk to Holly Jolly and Jelly Holly just to make sure? Like, I don't know if we need to kill them in front of the egg, or if we could just kill them in the house and take their heart down, that's easier. Like, I don't know.
Or if they just have to stand here.
Yeah, they could just stand here.
And then the thing eats them.
I don't know.
Yeah, but, that's not fun.
Yeah, but if there's one thing I learned in war, whenever you break into someone's house and make them do things, it makes you feel like a real person.
Cyrus, are you questioning my judgment?
Oh, no, I was just trying to talk about my experiences in war and how, but that's true, so let's go. We'll do whatever you want, Clark.
If y'all just want to go for it and see what happens if we just go grab somebody.
I mean, let's go pick up a branch and talk to Holly Jolly and Jolly Holly, which is it's very, very convenient that they were partnered together.
I mean, well, they're twins.
Yeah, like, actually it was a necessity, really.
Oh, well, who are we gonna put him with? Well, not Steve.
No, Steve's a farmer.
This is Jolly Holly and Steve. Yeah, that's not a duo. Let's go talk to them. Sounds like our moral center.
All right, so who's on parent duty and who's on talk to the other cultist duty?
Parent duty.
Yeah, are we splitting up or are we going as a group? Because I vote for parent duty for Sunshine and Cyrus. I'll say ultimately it's up to Clark, whatever Cyrus does.
Well, I think we need to get the information first. We could do Pine Branch duty and prisoner duty. I don't want to screw up the ritual. It's very important we complete the ritual the way the Shining God wants us to.
I think we should go talk to Holly Jolly and Jolly Holly as a team, because it's good to be together, so I can see everyone.
And make sure Sunshine isn't going to kill one of us.
We could just go, Sunshine and Cyrus can go get a tree branch, and y'all can go do talking.
Or would you actually go get a tree branch, or would you go try to kill the family?
Now, is this being asked in-game or out-of-game?
In-game.
I would be going to go get the tree branch.
You're not lying to me, are you?
No, why would I lie? I love serving the Lord.
Because, the Shining God will know if you're lying. And if you wrong him.
Okay, so I got a 19 in deception, because I do love the Lord, but I love senseless murder of civilians more. Because I have, so I got a 19 on deception.
So roll for insight?
Yep.
I don't think I'm going to make, that's a 14. So I believe you.
Yeah, and so I look at Sunshine and it's like, so yes, let's go get a tree branch.
Yes, I wanted to kill the family.
Nope, tree branch, and then I do like a really slow wink.
Yes.
Okay.
Tree branch.
So the swim's nice. How long does that rope last?
It goes an hour. Like time-wise, it's an hour. Lengthwise, it's 60 feet.
So you go over to this rope. It has about 20 minutes left, and you all get out of here pretty easily. And looking around this little town square, you see there's still a few little candles that are lit here and there in people's windows. A couple of the lanterns outside are still going. You see some people are outside talking near Marvin's. And you actually see 2 armor-clad figures. One man is quite tall. He has grayish skin, some tattoos on him, a large sword on his back, and you could tell he's a Goliath. And the woman beside him has this blonde hair. She has these faintly glowing blue tattoos on her, and it looks like she's an Azamar.
Do I recognize them, being from here?
No, they don't look like they're from around here, but the armor that they're both wearing, it looks like it has some sort of uniform to it, so they're either guards or mercenaries.
Ooh. I was hoping people would be asleep this late at night, but they're not.
I mean, you did just do a bunch of booming voice stuff and screamed at everybody like 20 minutes ago.
Well, like in an underwater cavern past a bunch of murals.
Yeah, you all were down there in that well for like 40 minutes. Talthea still hasn't come back out, so it looks like there's just, some people that are worried about the situation. Not everyone is here, though. Like, most people are gone. It's just like these 2 people talking to Marvin outside his place, and 2 guards look like they're talking to Olivia just outside the sheriff's station.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, as soon as we get out of the well, I'm gonna make my way just to the forest to start cutting down tree branches.
I'll follow Cyrus.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty close. There are damn near trees on every angle around this place aside from the ocean.
Pretty much what I'm doing is I'm going and, like, I'm not, because I know the instructions say a newly formed pine tree branch, but I'm just going to, as soon as we get out of eyesight, the first pine tree I see, I'm going to snap off a branch, and then we're going to start beelining towards those sad parents' house.
Okay, high or low?
Hi.
So you snap off a branch, and you just shove it into your bag, and then the 2 of you are quickly running to a collection of houses nearby.
Sunshine is like riding on Cyrus's, like gripping on Cyrus's back and like riding him like piggyback ride.
Yeah, and as we're walking there, I do just say to Sunshine, I'm like, all right, so I know that I'm pretty sly, but I didn't know if you picked this up. We're going to go kill their parent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Question, though. Do either of you know where the parents are?
Nope.
No.
Okay, perfect.
We're just gonna try to find sad people.
All right, so you 2 run off into the night. Over to Bardo and Clark. You 2 are outside this well. You're dripping wet. People have seen you, but nobody's coming over to talk to you yet. It looks like they're all still pretty engaged in what they're doing.
So, when, I was a young miscreant. Would I have been arrested for petty crimes and have, like, a vague idea of how the jail is set up?
Yeah, we can say that, you got into a little bit of trouble, like maybe got into a scrap or got too drunk and were put in there for the night. There are 2 cells in that station, and they both have windows pointing into the alleyway.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, and there's an alleyway between the sheriff's station and the general store, and then there's just some houses that are behind the sheriff's station.
I would love for me and Bardo to try to sneak sort of the back way into the alley and just try to talk to them through the window.
Sure. I will need stealth checks from the both of you.
And you shall have them.
Oh, natural 20, plus 3.
Oh, wow.
And I show up with a 22.
Whoa!
Wow.
No way.
It's amazing.
So the 2 of you are going and just confidently pick up a little bit of the glass from Sunshine's broken vial and you toss it off in the opposite direction. And the 3 guards, like the 2 guards and the sheriff, they just suddenly turn to attention and like classic video game style, they say, "There's something over there." And they all just start walking, just incredibly uniform. They start glitching out a bit, doing circles around each other. One ends up on a roof and comes back down again.
Oh no, they're clipping through the jail.
So you make it to the alleyway between the guard station and the general store. You see there are 2 barred windows in the alley, and they're about 7 feet up.
How tall is Bardo?
Bardo is a largely generic half-elf, so we would say, having not thought about it yet, 6-footish.
Okay. Do you want to? One of us just sort of like gives the other a leg up to peek in the window.
This is entirely a reasonable plan.
Since it's only 7 feet, that's not super. I mean, Clark is probably like 5'8" or something.
Well, let's we'll do rock, paper, scissors for the boost, and then do that. I don't know how you rock, paper, scissors with dice, so Bardo loses.
So, Clark, you get boosted up, and you're gripping onto these bars and looking into this sheriff station. It's just like how you remember it. You see there are these 2 cells that are here at the back. Over at the side, you see there's like a desk, a little incense burner. It looks like it just finished up not too long ago. There's like some basic living stuff, because the sheriff does live here as well. And you see that there is these 2 gnomes that are in this cell, just as happy as can be. And they have just so many games of X's and O's surrounding them that are just written in chalk.
I look at them and I whisper, "Praise be to the shining god."
Hey, praise be, how are you?
Praise be to the shining god.
The other one's like, praise be. How's it going?
I say hello. So cute. Holly Jolly and Jolly Holly. I need information on the ritual.
Oh, wow, that's so amazing. What do you need to know?
What is...
We're gonna die in 2 days.
What?
Yeah, they're gonna execute us. It's so much fun.
Oh, yeah, that's great, but so, like, the third item, I just basically ignoring the fact that they're gonna die. If they don't seem distraught, I don't really care either. So for the third item, can you tell me more about the sorrowful heart? Like, it's not very specific in the book. I found the book. You know, praise be.
Praise be. Praise be.
Praise be to the shining god.
Jolly Holly looks at Holly Jolly and says,
Well, I think that you need to have a heart, rip it out, just from a real sad person, and slap it on and use it.
and Holly Jolly is like, no, you need an actual sad person there, and they need to be standing there for the ritual.
So you don't agree on what it is?
Maybe it's both.
Yeah, maybe it's both.
But
Literal and figurative.
But as we all know, you can overcharge a spell. What if doing both is
You can.
Wow.
Clark is disappointed.
Do you think that's what happened when we accidentally summoned that Nikon?
Do you think it's because we use soy milk?
Maybe.
Don't use. How dare you? I like spit on the ground. I'm like, you sully the name of the shining god using soy milk. Disgusting.
Oh.
Clark,
Yes,
Clark,
yes.
Clark,
Yes, Bardo.
Clark. Will you ask them if those are their real voices?
Are those your real voices? Holly Jolly and Jolly Holly.
Maybe we stole them.
Maybe we ripped them out of 2 people and put them into our vocal cords.
Oh,
You ready to go, Clark?
Is there anything else that we should ask him?
Do these guys seem like they know anything?
No, but they did summon a night gaunt.
Do you have any food?
We're starving.
I do. I like reach into my bag and throw them some rations. Don't tell the guards I was here, right? Hide those or eat them, whatever.
Okay.
Praise be.
Praise be.
Praise be.
Praise be to the shining god.
Praise be.
Praise be.
I get down.
And you just hear them eating on the other side.
You can't put an X there.
Okay, so I see why they may have gotten the ritual wrong.
You think, we should, I guess, the higher-ups didn't send our best men to a very important mission. Clark shakes his head. Whatever, let's go find Cyrus and Sunshine.
It was weird because we weren't doing anything last week.
Yeah, I'm not, I look at Bardo. I'm like, I'm not saying our group is the best.
You know what? You're right.
Well, the Church of the Shining God, I've been trying to implement this at our work, but they won't let me. But I feel like in cults, they want to keep people happy. So they do 2-week sprints with 1 week rest because you want your people re-energized and invigorated and very productive.
That is pretty cool. That's one of the perks.
Yeah, you have your scrum every morning, but really, it's just to talk to all your coworkers and see how they're doing. It's nice.
you know how the Shining God loves work-life balance.
Yeah.
Praise be.
Praise be.
Praise be.
Oh, no.
Do you want to go? No, shit. We have to get further away from the window.
Yeah, gnomes have an amazing sense of hearing. It's
We're so lonely.
Yeah, we know. It's for reasons. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
I mean, they'll probably be sad in a day or two, right?
I think they're excited to die.
They're too stupid to right.
Yeah, Clark makes a face that's like, yeah, I know what I'm not going to say it out loud, but yeah, certain cult members are just not the brightest.
They know how to pick them.
Look, we're a very accepting group. I just wish we had allocated the teams a little differently. Anyway, let's go find Cyrus and Sunshine and see if they have screwed us over with incompetence or malice.
As we go over to Cyrus and Sunshine, you two are just having your casual stroll.
well, I want to ask this if I can use this. It's not necessarily what it's used for, but it kind of is in the wheelhouse. So I have divine sense, where I can sense like great good or evil, and I was wondering if I could try to use that to just to feel how sad these parents are, these reverse orphans.
Reverse orphans.
Reverse orphans?
Yeah, that's what a parent is when they're mourning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Okay, I do like this. Let me just read. Presence of a strong evil.
I like how the definition of the thing is shorter than the thing and already in common usage.
Yeah, it's real nice.
Listen, words don't matter.
I don't know if you listen to this podcast, but I fuck words up every day. I don't know if it's a DM's role or what.
Mm-hmm.
We're saying so many goddamn words and spinning up this big story. Like,
Yeah, you can't expect us to pay attention to everything we say.
yeah, you can't expect us to remember English.
Joel, did you pay Lucas to say this?
Actually,
I'm like, see, it's
is
not
this like
just
a conspiracy?
me.
It's like, okay, let's get Paul and Lucas in the same room, and then Lucas is gonna be like, well, it's actually not. You shouldn't be rude to your GM. You shouldn't like be mean about the words they say, because it's hard to remember lots of words.
Listen, I've listened to so many actual play podcasts lately. Because like I put out this post, I was like, hey, if you're a small actual play, I'll listen to your show and review it. Just post it here. And I'd say like 90% of DMs, you just hit that point where it's like, in the fucking thing you stand on, and people are like, the floor? You're like, yeah. Like it's just, you lose the
Or
words.
the top of the arm, hypothetically. Someone
It's like
could
the
forget that.
It's like a
they cut off
big-
some of their toe fingers.
Yeah, like I heard the other day, the guy was going, yeah, it changes the stone into a rock. The player's like, wait, what? Oh, no, wait, shit.
Yeah.
Is there usually a Paul? There's always a Joel, but is there usually a Paul?
Yeah, there's always one. There's always
There's
one
always a
person
Paul.
to call out the DM. Be like, wow, I noticed you just suck at English. Keeps us on our toes.
Look, it's a part of the dynamic.
Yeah.
I believe it's one of the reasons Joel asked me on.
And then there's always the kind members that ignore it.
Well, we have two of those. Sometimes.
Yes.
Although, Shelby, I appreciate that we're feuding, but that you took up for me, and that will not go unforgotten. Will not go, whatever. See, it happens to the best of us. And also me. Anyway, how's
still
our
feuding, I'll fight you,
Dragonborn and Goblin murder squad doing? And can he use divine sense to see how sad people are?
That's sad parents.
So you start reaching out for reverse orphans. And you are having a hell of a time because this whole area is just filled with otherworldly energy. And it's just like the radio is all static sort of thing. And you're also getting a weird sense of aberrations coming from the ocean.
All right. Well, yeah. I'm not really getting. I look to Sunshine, but I'm not really getting too much. It seems like everyone here is either some kind of god or everyone's sad. So who knows? Do you have any ideas? Do you have like any goblin sense? Like if I cry and you smell my tears, can you like track down someone else's tears?
Cyrus, we've talked about this. That's really racist. You can't just say things like that. There's no such thing as goblin sense. That's like we've known each other for a good amount of time. You've said that like probably about once a fiscal quarter. Like I shouldn't have to keep reminding you.
That's okay. That is on me. I just I'm just kind of grasping at straws to really.
Hey, Cyrus, can I ask your opinion?
Yeah, what's up?
Who do you think is the most intelligent amongst us?
Oh, amongst us? Well, obviously it's going to be Clark because they have the intelligence to be chosen by the divine to be spoken to.
Oh.
So.
Okay. Yeah, so like hypothetically, if I saw like in my dream like a ritual for a portal where I needed to sacrifice someone highly intelligent during a large ritual in a magical place such as the one that we just found, you'd say like Clark is the most intelligent?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, only the most intelligent or have the ability to even open their mind up to the shine. That's what Clark already tells me. Clark always says, Cyrus, if you weren't so fucking stupid, maybe God would talk to you. And then they spit on me. And that's just how they say hello. So obviously, if Clark is the one who can speak with God, I really think that makes them the smartest. Are you trying to say? Wait, are you telling me that the Shining God is finally ready to receive Clark?
Cyrus, I might think so.
Oh my, you son of a bitch, you did it again.
This is a big. I don't want to ruin the surprise though.
Oh no, I love this. I really think this is perfect. Yeah. So okay, so this is what we do. We get the sad parents, and I think for good measure, let's. I don't know. I'm feeling a little saucy. What if we bring one down, and then after we kill the other one, we'll make sure to grab their heart too. And then maybe if we want to, just go ahead and kill a few more people on the way if they're just kind of minding their own business. That makes it really good. And then and I got this tree sap, and we can, and then we'll make sure that Clark is ready to meet God.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it literally can't hurt if we kill as many parents as we can find.
Yeah, we should definitely kill as many parents as we can find.
What are your passive perceptions, Sunshine and Cyrus?
Passive of 11.
Well,
so Sunshine, you guys are walking, and it's just a nice night out. It's one of those beautiful nighttime walks. Mm-hmm. But then something catches your eye. You see a poster that's just, off on a pole, and you catch the name Wanted, Cyrus Blackscale. So you march over there, and it looks old, like faded. Like this has been here for a while, and you see Wanted for the slaughter of the entire 12th Regiment and entertainers for the entire 12th Regiment. And there's actually a weird amount of detail on this poster. It says, Cyrus Blackscale was performing a sword dance when he pointed his sword to the sky to the song Wake Me Up Inside by Evanescence. No one seemed to really appreciate this, and you're guessing he probably just killed them all as a result.
like honestly, like as a person and as a player, that does not surprise me one bit. Like any part of my character or my being is not surprised by that. I would be surprised if Cyrus didn't know. Hey Cyrus, you ever been here before?
I kind of look around. Do I recognize it? And while I look around, do I see the poster?
You don't recognize this area, but you do see the poster because Sunshine is standing at it.
Yeah, I kind of look at it. I go, no, but that is weird that there's a mirror in the woods.
Oh man, Cyrus, I've been. Oh man, my dude, that's just a regular poster. That's just a drawing.
What's all those squiggles on it? Did somebody like try to draw a bunch of me's and then they didn't make it right?
Okay, this is like well, I guess it's not that hard to explain. You remember like one time, you're a big fan of like Evanescence, right?
Oh yeah, of course. And then like I move up like one of my scales, and you can see my Evanescence tattoo that's next to my Shining God tattoo.
True, like we all love Evanescence, like incredible performers. Have you ever murdered like a large crowd of people because they didn't respect your appreciation of evanescence.
Now, are you asking if I've done this only once or if I've done it multiple times?
Personally here, specifically here. Like I don't know about anywhere else, but like specifically here. Have you done that here, like right here, like hypothetically?
I don't remember specifically doing it right here per se. I do remember doing it multiple occasions, but I don't know about here, so maybe I did or didn't.
So like statistically likely is what you're saying.
Okay, well, I don't know. Statistically, let's see. And I pull out like a little list, and it's just a bunch of check marks. And I go, so there's, what is this, 14 check marks on here. And I think each check mark does mean, yes, that they did not like it, so I had to kill everybody. So yeah, I guess I've done it 14 times.
I mean, that's only fair. Okay. How much, Lucas? How much is the bounty? And like, what's this for?
Yeah, 1,500 gold, wanted by the Waterdeep authorities.
Okay. Are like, I like you more than 1,500 gold.
Clark and Bardo, you are walking up the street, and this is like kind of like the edge of this little town. You see there are tons of flower signs and everything that says like our condolences, they will be missed, and it's all outside this house. And you see standing outside this house looking at a poster is Cyrus and Sunshine, and they're just really in this conversation.
Do we notice them behind us, or are we just engrossed in the...
No, you're really into this.
Yeah, I turned to Bardo. I'm like, okay, well, clearly this is the house, right? It's pretty obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, great job, guys.
And I turn around, I'm like, oh yeah, and then I like reach in my bag, and I'm like, I got a stick, and so, yep.
We did it!
And we didn't kill any parents yet.
Just like we were supposed to.
Yeah, no, but you found them. Good job.
What do you mean we found? Oh, and then I...
Yes!
That's really great that you guys followed through on the first plan and then didn't overstep the boundary, but did still make a second effort at the bigger picture.
And I take down the wand post and I show it to Clark and Bardo. I go, look, a mirror.
I'm hideous.
I try to explain him. It's not. We've been over this before.
It's not the first wanted poster we've seen for him.
You've probably seen many of these, Clark.
He's got a whole collection of mirrors. I look at the bounty to see how high it is, and I see it's 1,500. And I'm like, okay.
It's gone up by about 500 gold since you last saw it.
I love that everyone's looking at it as like, is it worth it?
You're sitting on a little nest egg here.
I mean, not until we got a ritual to do here. I'm not as punchy as other members of the party, and we kind of need them.
How new is the branch that Cyrus has? Does it look like it would be good for the ritual?
It looks like it's alive, but it's not very new though.
I look at him with judgment in my eyes.
Oh, I drop down to the ground so fast to grovel at your feet that like Sunshine stays propelled in the air for a split second like a cartoon before they come falling down behind me.
Like a Wile E. Coyote kind of thing.
I like point to a baby pine tree near us, and I'm like, it's right there. There's a lot of them that are very young. Just get.
I grab a couple just to be safe, and I immediately just like grab from the base, and so I just have like a couple of like spratling pine trees like shoved into my bag where there's just dirt falling out.
I mean, that's good. We can rip it off right at the egg.
And then I stand up and I point to the house of the reverse orphans. And I go, let's go kill some parents.
No, hold on. Kidnap.
You see suddenly light pops out of the window of this place. It looks like someone just lit a candle.
Oh, see? That's the shining god telling us that they're in there. And I make my way inside.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
We should go now.
The door isn't locked because it's a small town.
Haha! The mistake they always make.
Locks are expensive.
So you're about to go in, and there's this person coming out with a candle, and he looks over at all of you. Oh my god, what are you doing trying to come into my house?
And I just look at him and go, now how sad are you?
What? Okay, back it up. Sandra, stay in there. Who are you people?
I'm gonna roll intimidation. I got a 15 plus 5, so I got a 20, non-natural. And I look at him again, I go, I'm sorry. I just asked you a question. Now, how sad are you?
Oh my god. He quickly, comes forward. He closes the door, he's on the side with you. Sandra, get out of here. I don't know. Who are you people? What have we done to you?
Sunshine, watch the back door.
That one looks pretty sad.
Watch the back door, Sunshine.
Oh. And I scramble to the back door and guard it.
Yeah, and I look at Clark and go, I think he's pretty sad.
Yes, I think he is.
What? Of course I'm sad. My kids just died. What the hell do you people want?
Do any of us have sleep or any kind of spells like that? I definitely don't.
No, all of mine is useless garbage.
I also got garbage.
Well, I guess you're asking this at a game, so my response is a funny in-game thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would know what spells y'all have if we've been traveling with each other, or generally.
I feel so minor illusion couldn't conjure an image of this person's deceased child, could it?
Well, you'd need to know what they look like, so you could make a generic child.
I don't.
And probably not do it right in front of them.
I could do a bastardization of a child. I'll try it. I'll do I'm actually gonna roll for it to see how messed up it looks.
Oh, all human children look the same. Is that it, Sunshine?
Oh, wait a minute. So, and this is the husband, right? And the wife is inside?
Yeah.
I look at Clark and go, Clark, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it the man or the woman that has the young ones for humans?
The woman. But we both raise our children, Cyrus. It's.
Well, I'm talking about because the real bond is between the mother and the child. This man doesn't know the depths of sadness that a mom could feel, and so I say,
that's really presumptive.
Very presumptive.
They're both very sad, I bet.
I'm just trying to say, if we want the most sad one, this dude looks like he's a bit more fearful, so maybe we kill him to make her extra sad.
Well, you just started screaming at him.
I want them to prove how sad they are.
You leave my wife alone. Get out of here, you monsters.
Well, I look at him and I do thaumaturgy. And my eyes glow and I say, we come in the name of the Shining God. Would you like to commune with the spirit of your children? The spirits of your children?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage because he's been hearing all this talk that you're saying in front of him.
That's fair. Yeah, right. Yeah, as soon as Cyrus said kill, I was like, okay, let me try something else. Well, that's a 7.
Maybe we should just kill it.
So you can hear a lot of doors opening up and people are starting to come outside and they're all looking over at you. You hear,
Tom, who is this person? Or what are they doing?
and he just shouts, I don't know, but they keep talking about killing me and Sandra. I don't know what's going on.
Bardo, seeing this is going badly, kind of steps in. So, hi. We represent a certain religious organization which has various tools at its disposal to provide you with an opportunity to commune with your recently departed loved ones. Now, we understand that we came on a little strong at the beginning, but that is because we require in our faith for people to be truly committed, and sometimes that is not something that you can have with a full reasoned mind, which is why we intend to terrify you and then ask you weird questions. It's all part of the faith. Show him the book, Clark.
Did we get a book?
I bring out the book and I raise it up and I cast light on it and it glows.
A lot of people are just blind, like,
Oh my god, that's so bright.
So you see why we follow this, why we do what the book says. Now, what we are offering you is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to commune with your lost children one last time. We would need you and your wife to accompany us for a very short period, possibly no longer than this evening, and we can promise you a guarantee of your result of all your dreams come true, or we'll give you 1,000 gold.
you see this phone number going along the bottom of the screen. Some little text saying, call now and get an additional Shining God pendant.
Speak to an additional dead child free of charge if you act now.
Yeah, Bardo's prestidigitation all over the... Yeah, we got blips in the corner, we cut to commercial, and here comes your persuasion check. It's a good thing I'm quite good at this. that is going to be 24.
Jesus. Bards.
Bards do not play.
Hey, I am a bard, and this is a very generous rolling. This is a very generous stat block.
So this guy, tears are streaming down his face. He's like, wait, what? You let me see my kid again? And you can hear the sound of armored boots as the 2 guards you saw before, as well as Olivia, come marching into this area, and the light from Olivia's axe just lights up this whole area. And you hear, are you okay, Tom? What's going on? And he's looking over. Honestly, I don't know. I'm really confused. Like, one part of this conversation is going really well, but the other part is just, it's so frightening. It's specifically involving that man there. And he points over at Cyrus.
No, that's fine. We can make that go right away. Invisibility.
Am I invisible now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like trying to look to Clark for what to do, but Clark can't see me, and then Clark's seeing right through me, and all my greatest fears are coming to true. That, like, you know. And so I'm trying, but you can hear me where I'm like, Clark, what do I do? I'm in front of you, Clark, do you see me? Clark.
I put my finger in front of my lips like, shh, it's okay. Be quiet.
There is no light illuminating you. You are just empty and hollow in this invisibility spell.
I knew it was too good to be true, waking up and having a single dog finally be nice to me today.
and to think, I said all my spells were useless garbage.
Okay, Tom, is everything okay? I guess. I don't know. Like, I guess like if something's wrong, I'll shout. And Olivia just looks really cautiously at the other 2 guards. Okay, just let us know. And they just slowly start walking back to the town square. You see, a lot of the other people too are going back into their houses.
The religious experience is often confusing at first, but it brings a deep calm with time. But not right now.
Yeah, I don't feel very calm. I feel pretty distraught, honestly.
Oh, sure. And that's why we're going to go help you commune with your loved ones.
So how's that work? Is there like a one-time fee?
Yes. But because obviously you had a negative experience with our initial representative, we want to waive that fee.
Oh, that's pretty good.
We just want to talk to you a little bit about the faith afterwards. So, but again, let's get to what we came here for.
Okay.
Would you like to bring another sad person who lives here?
No, I still really don't feel that safe. I'm cool here, but my wife's just gonna stay inside.
That seems entirely fine. I understand that, contrary to popular opinion, lots of people don't bond with their children.
Woohoo!
So let's cut over to Cyrus. So Cyrus, you are sneaking on into the back.
Yeah.
You are invisible, just creeping along. And of course, the back door's open. You slink on into this house. And this is a fairly lovely home.
Well, it probably used to be.
Yeah, you can see there is a few knocked over chairs in this dining area. There's a room that looks like it goes to like a room with smaller beds. You see there is a empty liquor bottle that's on a table, and there's a few things on the floor as you're going through. You find another room, you open up the door, and you see a frightened-looking woman on a bed.
All right, so here's the question. Is my sword invisible with me since it was on my person?
That's right.
Okay, well, I don't want... I hate not being seen, and it makes me feel alone. So what I really want to do is we got to get a sad heart. So I really want to murder this woman and take her heart. And then I want to pour some of her blood on me so people can see me and know me again.
Okay, so you're going to attack?
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit.
I got a 22?
Oh, God. Okay, yeah, you don't have to roll damage. This is a peasant, so they just die.
That if I was a hunter, that would be my first prey of choice.
How hard are you doing this? Is it like a home run baseball swing, or is it like a quick stab trying to be stealthy?
Well, I gotta cut her head off, and then I'm gonna like, cause I gotta make sure the heart's good. So I'm gonna cut her head off, so then I can then from the neck top rip open her rib cage in half to get access to the heart, and not cause I'm not trying to cut around it. I gotta make sure the heart's good, and then I'm kind of also hoping that the blood covers me, so once again I can be seen again by Clark, who is the eyes of the shining god.
So here's what happens. You swing your sword, it cuts the head off, and the body hits the bed and then falls onto the ground, and blood splatters on you, and you are once more visible, and there is blood all over.
See, I knew this would work.
Everyone else outside, you're talking to Tom, and suddenly you see a splatter of blood on the window, and you hear a thump, and then another thump, and then a relaxed
Does Tom see the blood?
no. He just says, what was that sound?
I didn't hear anything. I'm sure it's just fine. It's, we should probably get going. Yes, that's important to commune soon. That's our motto.
I'm just gonna go inside. I need to be sure. I'll be right back, okay?
This is a one-time offer.
Sure your wife doesn't want to come with us? No, she seemed pretty clear about it.
I'll just be a minute.
You will never hear from your son again.
I guess either deception or intimidation.
It already kind of has. That's not a great threat, Sunshine.
I'm trying. Okay, Bardo, why do you gotta criticize all the time?
Hold on, so is he going back in?
Oh yeah, he's opening up the door right now.
I'm gonna,
Keep in mind, but none of you knew that I did this. I just went around, because you told me to be quiet.
Yeah.
You did, but we would have seen, would we have seen the big splatter of blood?
Yeah, you all would have seen the blood splatter, but you wouldn't necessarily know. I mean, you can guess.
You don't hear him panicking near you anymore.
Bardo leans over to Clark and says, okay, so maybe Holly Jolly and Jolly Holly were as competent as other teams I could name as a collective.
He opens up the door.
I cast command, and the command is quiet. He can see his wife. I don't want him screaming. I'm just gonna try to stall for time. My spell save DC is 13.
He fails it. So he opens up the door and he goes to call out, and suddenly nothing's coming out of his throat. He clutches at his throat. He turns around furious, and he sees his door open, and he rushes forward, but he can only walk at a quiet pace because of what you've instructed.
So messed up. Yeah. I'm motioning for us all to shove our way in, and we cannot let him alert the guards. I don't know if we should kill him and just take 2 sorrowful hearts. I don't know what we're supposed to do.
I will give each of you an action right now. Think of it like bullet time. You each have 6 seconds to do something fast.
I'm gonna tackle him.
Yeah, my action is ripping out his wife's heart.
Okay. See, I make these goddamn situations. I make these sad moments, and I know what I'm doing, but it's just, I don't know why I put these in here.
Sad.
So, so that's what Cyrus is doing, and what would you like to do, Bardo and Sunshine?
Sunshine?
Bardo?
Do you want to just stand there? You can. You don't have to do anything.
Bardo shuts the door behind him, at least as a starting point, because if Chuck.
Okay, and Sunshine, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast a minor illusion and say in his voice, "Oh, no worries, everyone. Go back to bed."
Nice.
Okay, so the people who were eavesdropping in, because there were some, just seem to probably be satisfied by that. And Clark, roll me an attack roll.
Oh, no, not one.
Okay, so here's what happens. The illusion goes off as the door is closed, and Clark, you go running at this man, and you went to go block him as he's trying to go, because he's freaked out after hearing his own voice. And as you're running, you slip on this like toy car and fall back, and you smash into this chair, taking 1 point of damage as it just breaks apart underneath you. And you look over just as Cyrus is coming out of there. So he sees Cyrus and he quickly dashes to the kitchen, grabs a knife, and just comes running back at you, Clark. And ooh, okay, I can roll good with you guys, but not my players apparently.
We deserve it.
As a reaction, I can use a flash of light to impose disadvantage on an attack from a creature within 30 feet.
Okay, if you'd like to do that, you totally can.
I would. I want to freak him out even more at this point.
Okay.
He's blinded by a flash of radiant light.
Okay, so he doesn't critical on you, but you do still take 3 points of damage as he stabs this steak knife into you.
Ouch.
So he's just trying to continuously stab at you, but you flash this light in his eyes and he's just thrown off as you're trying to push his body off of you. And so this light, it like lit up this area, Cyrus, just as you're coming out here, this heart in your hand, a bunch of blood on you, and you just see a good old-fashioned tussle.
Oh, wait, so this person's attacking Clark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to use Wrathful Smite on them.
Do you have anything else other than the greatsword?
No.
And you're just swinging this with one hand then, I imagine, since you have the heart in the other?
Yeah.
Okay, I would say roll with disadvantage, because this is a two-handed weapon.
I got a 13 with disadvantage.
That's a hit.
All right, and then, because I'm smiting, because you don't touch, Clark is essentially the Lord. So let's see, I do 9 base damage plus 4, which would be 13, and then another d6 of psychic damage. So I do 17 damage.
Yeah, you obliterate him. You were trying to maybe preserve the heart, but no, it's...
Oh, come on, it's just a paste in the corner now.
Yeah, he just explodes and everyone is just covered in blood.
We're all seeing now.
Well,
And Clark, you grew up in this town. You knew Tom, you knew Sandra. You didn't know their kids because you left before they had them. So this is all pretty surreal.
I mean, should I go get that cup of milk?
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Yeah, we should start doing this now. We need to go now.
We should start doing it.
I'll just go get the cup. I'll just run real quick and go get the cup of milk. Is that
Yeah, and I'm gonna point out real quick. So he was pretty sad and then got fearful and confused. She died just sad. She didn't even know I was here. So this is chock full of sadness.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm holding up her heart.
Sunshine is already out the door running to go gather a cup of milk, still covered in blood.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah. Are you trying to hide it all, or are you just ripping open that door and running?
I'm running. I'm gonna go get the cup of milk.
He could have made you invisible.
Oh, I can do that too, but
All right, so you just open up this door, and those people are looking outside, and they just see this little Sunshine just darting out there covered in blood.
I smile and wave.
So this door is slammed open, and it's just like a direct line of sight into where you guys are. Cyrus holding the heart, blood everywhere, and you can hear just out probably in one of the other houses like a strangled scream, like someone tried to stop themselves from screaming, so you didn't know they were there. And Sunshine, you are just barreling. You make it into the town square, and you don't see anyone here. It's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and you see this sign just swinging saying Preston's Corner.
Head right in.
The door is locked.
I misty step in.
Nice.
All right, so you just form into mist. You go under the door. Thankfully, you know the layout in there, so you don't form into one of the aisles. So you just run into the back. You quickly find an icebox. It's pretty easy to find with a lot of his baking supplies. And you see it's just filled with a bunch of different kinds of milk. So you just grab one of those bottles and start heading out.
And I try to just run out. Scrambling. on all of fours, even though I'm like bipedal, I am like running.
All right, so you quickly rush over to the door, unlock it, open it up, and start barreling back towards where everyone is. And everyone, you have about 2 minutes while Sunshine's doing all this. So you heard like the door slam open, the strangled scream, and you're all just in there. What would you like to do?
Let's go to the well.
I feel like this is going to start going badly soon.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's no, these people, if they want to, they had a chance when we first walked into town and told them to praise be, and they didn't do it, so I think that's on them.
We were going to do this anyway. Clark, stand there for a second. I clean Clark and myself.
Yes.
Oh, with prestidigitation?
Yep.
I was going to ask about that, then I forgot.
So you two are clean as a whistle. It looks like you just had a shower.
You know what? We're going to, just do that all around.
Okay, so you also do it to Cyrus?
Well, he actually will keep being invisible.
Well, I stopped being invisible as soon as I attacked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
But in my head, it's not because the spell went down. It's because my theory was right that if I covered myself in blood of the, of the heretics, I would be seen by my lord once more.
I look at him, I'm like, Cyrus, the Shining God is always watching all of his children. You need not feel far from him.
Especially when they decapitate people.
Yes, in his service.
I know, I did it for the Lord, and so should we go ahead and actually, you know what? I'm gonna hand one of the fresh branches over to Clark, and then I'm gonna take my bag and try to shove as much of the goo of the husband in the bag as I can, in case there's a little bit of heart in there still.
Oh, that's.
You can leave that.
By the time you talk, but at this point, it's gonna be harder to take it out,
Okay,
Was there a back door?
Yes.
We should probably leave out of that.
Mm-hmm. That's why I went through to murder the wife.
Chill.
Let's go to the well. How many, do you want to make some of us invisible, Bardo, or?
I can make one more of us invisible one time. So, while it seems like it might be simpler to have the person that was already invisible have remained invisible.
How about, what if I take a tree branch and the heart, and I make a run for it, and Cyrus, I don't want you to get caught, but if you're already wanted, you could be a distraction for the Lord.
What do you mean wanted? I'm wanted by the Lord, and they want me to be down there to summon with you.
Well, the Lord wants us to summon what's in that egg. The Lord has a purpose for all of us in bringing that to pass. See, now Clark and I, we can read the book, so we'll play an important role in doing the ritual.
Well, I'm supposed to help Sunshine get Clark ready.
Sunshine may already be dead.
Hold on, help me get ready for what?
Well, Sunshine told me that you're ready to go meet God and be with the Lord.
Sunshine, you come in through the front door.
I've got the milk. Let's go.
Oh, fuck yeah. And then I start heading out.
I'm already running.
Okay.
You can all hear the sounds of a bell being rung, and it sounds like it's coming from the town square.
Oh, that cannot be good.
Oh yeah, they're all ready to meet the Lord.
I'm going to run for the well.
Okay.
We're going. We're hopping in.
Yes.
So you are all running. Your feet are flying down this street. You make it into the town square. You see a few of the citizens are talking to Olivia, who has this glowing axe out. Her eyes are going wide as they reveal what is happening. You see the two guards that are with her brandishing their weapons, and you see the symbols of Waterdeep is on their chest now that you can actually take a good look. And are you holding the heart in your hand, or did you hand that off?
Did you take it, Clark?
I would have wanted to, depending on how much you were trying to hold on to it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if Clark would have wanted it, I have the backup part in my bag.
I would have put it in my bag.
Yeah, and so you look over, and these people are listening to the townsfolk explain what's happening, and then they all see you all, and they have their weapons drawn, and it looks like they're all starting to move towards you while you are all moving towards the well, and I need initiative.
We got 17.
Ooh, nat 20.
12.
14, please.
All right, so you beat them in initiative, so you all make it to the well before they get to you. And I need an athletics check from each of you, so we will start with Sunshine.
Athletics?
Yeah.
15.
So you jump into this well, you do a little pencil dive and splash into this water. And this water fills your lungs and you feel okay. And then we go over to Cyrus.
All right, I got a 15 plus 6. I got a 21 for athletics.
So you do a couple little flips and you make it into this water. You dive down. Just going past Sunshine, whose robes are starting to flow about in this water as they're starting to just become submerged. And it goes over to Bardo.
Bardo will also be making an effort to jump into the thing of the well.
Mm-hmm.
Bardo, realizing about halfway through his jump that it is not going well, casts Featherfall.
Oh, smart.
Nice.
And gently glides down to the bottom of the well.
Clark, you go to the well and you see Bardo is still softly drifting down. What would you like to do?
That's an 11 athletics check. I'm just going to try to jump in the well.
So you jump and you knock into Bardo. You both don't get hurt, but you just get kind of tangled up as you splash into the water. So as you all are diving into this well, you can see up top there's a few torch lights. You could hear shouting really muffled, and you could see they are putting something over top of the well to cover it.
Oh, they are not going to like this.
Now you're out of initiative, you're down there in the well water, still little siren bits, but the water's nice and cool and feels good.
We're going. Let's go to the egg. Fast, fast, fast. Also,
Let's get to that egg.
Yeah, let's go. We're heading straight. I'm still in hurry mode.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're quickly swimming, you make it through this tunnel. While you're going through there, you saw one of the sirens that just darted into one of the side tunnels, and you keep going through there until you splash through into the chamber with the egg, and you see it is just rocking back and forth restlessly. Now I need everyone to take off their headphones except for Paul.
Okay. Oh no. I'll take mine off.
Bardo. So you remember it now. Bits are coming back to you. You were standing there. You were talking to someone from your church, the Church of Cyric. You don't know how you forgot, but you worship the god of murder.
I love that guy.
You remember you were tasked to infiltrate the church, and it was very easy to do because they accept everyone. And you were told that any large-scale rituals that they were doing, you had to sabotage it, and you've done it a few times. And they said, even if it means your life, you need to get this done. So it's clicked in that you weren't looking for the traitor. You are the traitor.
Smooth.
You all can feel this just heavy permeation of magic in the air as this egg is rocking restlessly. It is almost suffocating as just this intense wave is coming off again and again with each heartbeat.
I asked Sunshine if Sunshine made sure it wasn't soy milk. It's a little late now, but did you I don't know. What kind of milk did you get?
I dump it out.
You dump it out?
Well, no, I do it. I do the thing. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, I don't know. I was about don't dump it out.
So you're gonna start the ritual?
Oh, I know. I love the idea that you just dump it out.
I'm ready to start it.
Well,
Okay.
I was like, is it soy milk? We have to make sure, right? And I look at Sunshine.
I can feel it. I know. And actually, can I? So I didn't check to see if that was soy milk, but as a divination wizard, which I've never done, I know that I rolled a 15 to grab it.
Oh, you're using one of your wizardly saved rolls?
I'm using my portent.
Nice. So you suddenly remember it. You ran in there, you grabbed the milk, and you just rushed out. But then that memory almost starts to fizzle. And you remember running in there and looking at the milk, double checking it, and then rushing back out there to everyone else. And now you're standing where you are. But it feels still a little bit off, like almost like there was another different magical ping, but you can't quite figure out what that is.
Oof.
I knew the whole time.
There's 2 sunshines inside of you.
Okay, I take the book out and I go back to the page and I'm like reading off what all it says, like trying to make sure we do it right.
Are you sure you got the right thing? There doesn't feel like that's... All right, you know what? This whole thing's been... Let's just go. Yeah.
What exactly does the page of the book say? Like verbatim. I'm getting like nervous in real life about this.
This is fun.
Okay, so you open up the book and you start reading. It just wants you to break the pine tree branches into a circle around the heart, then pour the milk onto the branches while the heart will be in the center, and all of you need to be chanting or focusing on the ritual.
Okay, let's do it. I set the heart down, and I motion for Cyrus to put the branches around.
Okay, roll me a caster check.
So that's a 20? Woo!
So you start doing this ritual, and you're a bit nervous at first. You're kind of squeezing the heart, but then you just put it down in the center so you can't touch it, and you start chanting and focusing your magical energies on it, and you see the milk is starting to bubble on the branches. The branches are starting to grow a bit, and then you notice something. That milk was bleached.
What?
This actually was soy milk.
Oh no.
You're staring at this like, who the hell bleaches soy milk? Like, what even is the point of that? As this ritual starts going awry and everything starts shaking around you, and I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw except for Sunshine, as a large crackling sound is heard.
13.
I got a 22.
9.
All right, Sunshine, roll your damage.
7.
All right, so I think only Cyrus takes half and everyone else takes 7 damage as this blast radiates out and it cracks a bit of the egg, and all of you are just rocked by this and pushed back. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
2.
6. 19.
Also 19.
I need both of you to roll a d6.
3.
5.
All right, so Bardo, what would you like to do? You are looking around, you got rocked by that thunder wave, and you see, like, everyone else got hit by it. Cyrus kind of shook it off, the egg got cracked, and looking over, you see this milk bubbling on the pine tree branches, and it looks like that ritual is not going good.
Bardo draws his rapier and charges, we're gonna say Little Miss Thunderwave over there. How's it doing, Sunshine?
What's up, Bardo?
That is a 17.
Not with my shield. 18 armor class.
Oh, so you come in swinging and stabbing this rapier, and Sunshine just flicks a hand and this mystical shield pops up and your rapier just bounces right off of it.
Aw.
Bardo, you can't let this fail! We have to kill Clark! We have to do it!
And Clark, it's your go.
Don't worry, I'm gonna kill all of you. This is going terribly. And I'm pretty sure, gesturing at the egg, we're all gonna die anyway.
Where are Sunshine and Bardo in relation to the egg?
They're probably like 15 feet away from it.
So if I cast Burning Hands on both of them, it's a 15-foot cone from me. That would not hit the egg.
Yeah, you could face with like the egg at your back and cast it.
They have to make a dexterity saving throw, and my spell DC is 13, and it's 3d6 fire damage. And a half on a failed save, so I'm gonna roll 3d6. So 12 damage. R6.
11.
Bardo pulls himself out with a 23.
Jeez.
So flips it, does a cute little backflip.
Still get singed. You get 6, and Sunshine takes 12.
Yeah. Oh no, he's not happy about it.
Clark is furious. Clark tried so hard to do this right.
Your robes were wet, but now they're fairly dry as you are burned a lot.
Oh.
So it goes from Clark just holding his hands out and this fire just shooting out and engulfing this area, and it goes to Sunshine.
Ooh. Clark, what kind of armor are you wearing?
Oh, scale mail.
Whoa, metal!
So as I'll say, if you're about to do heat metal or something, it's scale mail.
Yeah! So I am going to, like, just, again, like a weird little gremlin, or hypothetically a goblin. Like a weird little gremlin, I'm gonna, like, just latch on to Clark, and, like, my eyes are, like, wild and dazed, and I'm smiling ear to ear, and I am, like, grasping Clark's shoulders, while yelling to Cyrus, "We have to kill him or else it won't work. He has to meet the Shining God." And I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp on Clark with advantage.
Ooh, I thought you were going to do heat metal. I was a little shocked. I thought you were going to cook them.
But I don't know if my flash of light would work on this. I don't think it would, because it says an attack against you. Would that just be an attack roll?
Like a melee spell attack?
Yeah, you could totally use that.
I am going to use it so it imposes disadvantage, so I guess it just evens out.
And that is a 17.
Our class is 18.
So you stumble back. It almost feels like from the force of your spell, like it just was pushing you back just enough as Sunshine jumps at you, their hands crackling with lightning, electricity arcing from their fingers as they're trying to grab at you, shouting that you have to die for this to work. And you just manage to get through this and miss it, and it goes over to Cyrus. You are in a party.
Yeah, I'm looking in between Clark and Sunshine because I believe Sunshine that Clark would be the closest to God and therefore ready to meet God, but also Clark hadn't told me that, and so I'm kind of like and so I'm asking both of those, like, which one of you is gonna summon God? Like, which one do I listen to?
I could let both of you make a persuasion if you both want to.
Oh my gosh. Can I use like a treat? Bacon bit? Like a bacon bit? Cyrus, come here.
I got a 10.
This is like the couple who fights over the dog and they're standing on either side.
Come here, Cyrus. Oh, 7.
All right, so I'm gonna attack Sunshine.
All right.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh my god.
Oh, against my 4 HP.
So I
Roll the percentile. We'll see what happens.
Wait. No, you don't. You get a 2.
what?
Oh.
You rolled a 2.
Oh, how did you do that?
I foresaw it. I saw it. I could see that you were going to betray me.
So, Sunshine, you see for just a moment that Cyrus runs up to you and cuts your head clean off your shoulder. And then time ripples and moves back a little bit as you watch Cyrus run forward, step on the heart, and slip and slide, slamming their sword into the ground. And it goes from this surprising development. I don't even have to roll anything. This fight is great.
We'll just destroy each other.
Yeah. So it goes from this to Bardo. So Bardo, you just did this sweet flip and you are looking around at all this and you actually see the egg has a number of cracks on it. And this yellowish mixture is leaking out that smells like eggs and blood.
Well, seems like that's going about as well as one could anticipate. Bardo readies his rapier and charges to stab, to stab Sunshine.
Okay, that shield lasts for a bit, right?
Crit fail.
Praise! No, not really. I mean,
For me, praise the shining god.
So you are rushing forward, and when Cyrus stepped on that heart, it got stuck to his foot a bit, and he kicks it off.
Well, you are not about to Scooby-Doo my ass.
Yeah, then you step on it. Whoa.
Get the bongos.
And then you trip over his sword, which is down into the ground, and you just stumble over to the other side with Clark.
Bardo looks kind of confused, like he thought that was going to go way different, but just standing over here now, I guess. Anyway, cool. Hi, guys. It's going real bad.
Clark, you are looking at it's a situation is the best way I could describe this.
Can I cast Burning Hands on Sunshine and Bardo again?
Yeah, you could position it if you don't want to hit Cyrus at all. Or if you want to hit Cyrus, you could also do that.
No, I don't. I need all the help I can get.
Okay.
So that's a 15 or a 7? Or if it's round up or round down.
Well, I rolled a 5.
And what'd you get, Bardo?
That's a 17. Sorry, 16.
What are each of you at right now?
I am at negative 11. Boom, I'm out. I'm in death saves.
Bardo's at 3.
Or dead, depending on how you want to play this.
15.
23.
All right, so you see Bardo rolls out of the way of this fire, though he still gets singed pretty bad. But your flames catch Sunshine completely, and they just drop to the ground. And now you can really smell this smell of like eggs and blood as more pieces of this shell are starting to fall off. And it goes over to Cyrus. And Sunshine, make me a death saving throw.
Fail.
Yeah, I looked to Clark, and because Clark was just attacking Bardo too, so I asked if I'm supposed to kill Bardo.
Yes.
All right. Do I get advantage because Bardo was on the ground, or did they? Actually, never mind. They got up, right?
No, they're still prone. They just rolled out of the way.
So would I get advantage on this?
Yeah.
All right, a 17 to hit. What's your armor class, Bardo?
You dumb idiot. And those are cutting words coming your way.
So cutting.
Knock 4 off of it, please. And I nimbly dodge out of the way.
Is that a reactionary thing?
I can use of my bardic inspiration to take a d6 off of any attack, damage, or ability roll.
Such as with a roll to change the future.
So what? Okay, so I rolled a 7. What do you subtract from it?
So you have taken -4 to that, so you've rolled a 13, which means with a 14 AC, I nimbly dodge out of the way while insulting your maternal ancestor.
So you swing your sword, and it slams into the ground again. And you don't really feel like this is fair, because you had 2 really good swings, but for some reason, they just keep missing and hitting into the ground.
I know.
And it goes over to Bardo. Bardo, you see a piece of this shell just slam and fall off. As this eye is now looking over at you, it is at least 7 feet in diameter. It is looking at all 3 of you.
Heat metal on Cyrus. 2d8 fire damage while you're in contact with it. Oof. And if you have to succeed on a con saving roll or drop the object, but it's armor, so I don't know how you rule that.
He can't drop it, so he's just gonna have to try to take it off when he gets that chance. So roll that damage.
Take 10.
All right.
So your words ring out, and Cyrus, you feel this armor start heating up and burn you all over, and this is not the fun burn like they taught you in the army. Mm-hmm. This armor is just heating up. It's basically cooking you inside this armor, and it goes over to Clark.
I'm gonna use Sacred Flame on Bardo. The target must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
Well, here we go. It doesn't look like 11, does it?
13 is my DC, so you take 6 radiant damage. I make it very dramatic. I blast you with holy light.
Remove. You are also a dumb idiot that is following a dumb god. -6.
How many bardic inspirations do you have?
4, and that's the last one. Yep, then that's all of them, folks. So that was fun. Ruined your ritual, but I may die from it.
How much damage did you end up taking?
None.
Oh, so Bardo, you say this, and Clark, it just throws you off. It looked like a surefire hit, and then it just blasts at the side of his head.
right at the part of the words dumb god. You realize that, wait a minute, he's way more into killing than he is shining gods.
I also had a dream where something kissed my forehead and burned it in the night. I'm not really doubting my god right now. I think I'm just freaked out and don't know what's happening.
Yeah, this isn't what we like to call a good situation.
No.
Okay, so you fire this blast off and it misses, and Cyrus, your armor is cooking you up.
Yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take my armor off. I'm going to go grapple Bardo and shove his face into my burning armor.
Ooh, hell yeah, dude. That is awesome. That is a fantastic play. Please fall on your face doing this.
Yeah, I got a 17, and my athletics is a 6.
Well, I get a big old flaming hug to the face in, don't I?
And then, Paul, go ahead. So the damage sustains, right? So I would take more damage right now?
When it hits Bardo's turn.
But also keep in mind when your turn comes around, it does damage, so.
This is true.
And then we're back to the top of the order with Bardo now.
So, Bardo, roll that damage.
That's a 5, then.
You and Cyrus both take 5 points of damage.
Perfect. I'm still at 8 hit points.
Bardo dies in your arms, Cyrus.
Must have been something you said.
Ooh.
So, you hold on to Bardo, and he dies in your arms, and you just drop him down to the ground. And when Bardo goes unconscious, your armor just immediately starts cooling down. Looks like the spell has ended. And so, Bardo, you're unconscious. And Sunshine, I think I missed one of your death saving throws. Could you roll that for me?
I can roll too if we want to. Just
Sure, why not? Let's see what happens.
let's do it. Let's die right now. Apasinga. 19, so close to a critical, but that's a 10, which is a pass, right? Okay, so I'm still alive for now. Let's see how it goes. Bardo, how you doing?
And Bardo, just make me one check while this thing's about to happen, because we're out of initiative.
Ooh, crit fail.
All right, so 2 fails. So with those 2 on the ground, this egg starts like cracking more and more, and eventually this beast just rips right out of it. And it looks like it may have at one time been that majestic, beautiful 6-winged golden bird, but now it is this undead monstrosity. Its flesh is just falling off it onto the ground, just slopping off. And you can see these gnarled, mangled hands of the dead are ripping themselves out of the flesh. It's almost like there's not enough room for them to be coming out. They're just pulling themselves out of this non-existent ground. And you look as this creature starts to roar out, confused and frightened. And it crouches down and leaps up, smashing through the ceiling. Rocks begin tumbling down as you hear screams from up above, and you can see as these rocks are falling and smashing into the spot of like where you came in, so your entrance is being completely covered. And Cyrus and Clark, what would you two like to do?
I line up Bardo and Sunshine's bodies next to each other, and I could decapitate the 2 of them.
Fair.
So as you bring your sword down and you remove both their heads, Sunshine's blood begins to pool out of their body and actually goes into this perfect circle and merges upward to create this doorway. And looking into this doorway as all this chaos ensues around you, you see a library with rows upon rows as far as the eye can see. There are these creatures in there that look about as tall as a person. They have 8 pointed legs that they use to crawl around up the bookcases. They have a humanoid upper half of their body, and their fingers end with these long spindly extensions. And you see their head is almost like a long tube, and it just kind of just floats back and forth a little bit. And you look at this portal that is just now thrumming there, and the dead are starting to merge even more and come out of this flesh. What would you two like to do?
does any of this at all match up with any of our teachings or any visions I've had or anything like that, or my religious studies?
Not at all.
This is a quick last-ditch effort. I like throw my hands up and I beg for a sign from the Shining God. If he my choices are like stay here or go in the portal, and I'm just like begging because Clark really does believe in the Shining God and did not want to. Whatever this is happening, I didn't want this to happen. I'm just like begging for an answer. I don't have any spell slots left, so I can't cast Augury again.
And I know what I'm doing at the same time Clark is begging God for an answer.
What are you doing?
Well, because you had just talked about how it was a bad burn, and I started thinking about what a good burn is, and that's people get good burns, and also a good burn is burning like squiggle holders, which some people call books, because that's one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that knowledge. That's why I don't have a lot of knowledge. It's a weapon and it's an affront to God, and I see this room as just an entire affront to God. And there's still a little smoldering on the two of them. So I'd like to take some like booze that I have and form kind of a Molotov cocktail, because I'm assuming that we have summoned God only to open a portal to hell that we then need to burn and purge because of all of this affront to God that some people call knowledge.
Okay, so first, Clark, make me a religion check.
Oh, I rolled a 2, so that's a 7.
You can't feel anything as the magic of this area is quickly fading, and you're watching as this portal is slowly starting to shrink.
I'm sorry. I want to go in the portal if I can. I don't know if he's going to burn it first. Nothing good lies for me here. I want to go in it. Yeah, I run in it.
Yeah, you could totally run in there, and you start heading on in as Cyrus, you finish making this Molotov, and you're not entirely sure if it's going to work, but hey, it might.
And that's the thing about faith. You just gotta believe.
That's right. So you're just going to toss it in there?
Oh, yeah. Because this is happening, I'm not realizing that Clark is running in there at the same time. So, I throw the Molotov, and I go to give them a thumbs up inside, and then I see that Clark is jumping in at the same time.
So roll me a percentage above 50, it goes off.
60.
So, Clark, you run in there thinking, oh, finally, I'm safe, as this Molotov just whips right by you and explodes. And you get hit by some of this fire. And Cyrus, roll me 1d8 and then an athletics check.
Okay, I got a 4, and I need to roll athletics?
Yeah.
And then I got a 21.
So, Cyrus, you are managing to bat away the hands of the dead as you look. These humanoid zombies are all around you, missing their eyes, their heads elongated as their gray, clammy skin is grabbing onto you. You're pushing them away, and you can hear the beast up above roaring and shouting as people are screaming, but the screams are becoming less and less as time goes on. And Clark, you're in there, and those creatures are all rushing to this fire, quickly trying to put it out and to put the fire off of you as well. Also, Cyrus, you see this portal is now at about half of its original size.
Okay, I want to try to get Cyrus to come in with me.
Yeah, I go in head first with my dragonborn-sized body into this halfling-sized hole.
Okay, roll me either an athletics or acrobatics.
I got a 16.
So Cyrus, you jump and just manage to make it in here. You see a few of the hands get cut off as this portal closes, and you just catch your breath as you're looking around at this massive library, all these creatures skittering about, and you and Clark are feeling a little funny as you start to stand up. Both you look down as your legs, each one is splitting into 4 different these spiky-like legs. And you see as your hair is falling out, your hands are twisting, your fingers are elongating. You feel your head going higher and higher and feeling thin and willowy as this mindset slowly starts to fade. The shining god fades into the back of your mind as you realize it's time to alphabetize the section.
Oh, it appears they didn't hatch the egg. Well, I guess that's what they get for going into the library of Carcosa, that lying, dirty, cheating king's library. But I'm sure Cyrus and Clark will have such a lovely time learning to sort books and reading to the ends of time. Maybe we'll collect them later. We'll see. But travelers, you're probably all wondering, but Balthazar, 2 have failed, and 2 have succeeded. Whatever shall we do? Well, travelers, we sent 2 of our brightest pupils, Hoist and Fruit, a lovely elderly man who is an extraordinary wizard, and Cerise, a beautiful warlock that has been blessed by the shining light, and he has seen the error in his ways of worshipping a patron of some other world. Instead, he is following the shining god. Now they went out, and yes, that's right, they hatched the egg. If you want to hear how they did this, you can head on over to our Patreon, where we have released this episode, where these 2 lovely members go out and do their best to hatch an egg and please our shining god. So what does this all mean? Well, great news. We've only damaged time and space a little bit, and it's probably fine. But now we get to release this beautiful, shining bird into the Forgotten Realms to aid us in this war against the disgusting, hateful Chosen. Thank you so much, travelers, for listening to our shining birthdays. We are going to head out of this attic now, but I'm sure you'll be back to listen to old Wingover's tales soon. Remember to take care of one another, travelers. Look out for those who are having a difficult time. And if you can help, be sure to reach out to those who might not be able to go out and get groceries for themselves or other necessary supplies. The Shining God's Church is one of love and compassion. Show that for your fellow person out there. Because remember, the Shining God loves you and always wants you to look out for each other, because we're all in this together. Alright, travelers, we'll see you soon. Very soon.
Welcome to the world of Heavendale, a town populated by superpowered teens that have been infiltrated by the group.
Did you mention daycare yet?
I was gonna just say who they were, so...
Hey, don't forget to tell everybody that I used to be a villain.
I have to like get to that first before I can even say it.
Damn it, I rolled a 5.
Why are you rolling dice? We're just recording a promo and not playing.
Crap, I rolled a 4.
What?
We are going to die in the promo.
Okay, that doesn't really make sense if people haven't listened to the podcast yet, so I don't know why.
It's a pre-callback.
Okay, pre-callbacks are not a thing.
I feel really good about the promo.
I have not even finished the opening line.
Yeah, I think we nailed it.
Okay, no one knows the name of our podcast.
It's Critical Bits.
It's a comedy role-playing game podcast.
Find it wherever you get your podcasts.